forward to that for quite some time, because this game's been going on for a while now, and I want that to, want it to happen. Either way, Renegades playing another anti-eco round, and the Excurate who poses any threats. And he is towards the the quad position, so he could do some damage. This would be a good way for TyLoo to get into this round.
Excurate appears to be on fire. Really wants the first frag, but the crouch peek will avoid the situation, and he's going to, well, I was going to wonder if he was changing position immediately. And Renegades are choosing to avoid the AWP. They know that everybody else will be ill-equipped. They will leave JKS and maybe Jacob to pull off the rotation. Ustilo's got to be careful here, but the USP, somebody plays it. So look at that snap from Ustilo. That was quite the 180. That is a man in control of his mouse. And now it is save time for TyLoo. They need to hold on to this AWP.
Ooh, Excurate does some damage here. Look at it, just pushing forwards. After that kill, you know that they're all on the B bomb site. You can go and save, but he's just going to make it more expensive for them. He's going to really make it more difficult for them to go and kill him.
Well, that's the advantage of the AWP, especially once the AK is picked up. He knows they are going to come to take these weapons away. If he can get the angle before the T's get there, then he is at the advantage. They are running into his crosshair, and the frags will be delivered. Now Renegades, they can survive this the costly chase that they've had here. It is important for them to take these weapons away, but the remainder of the team are not in position to do so. Now Renegades are only 5 rounds away. If they can win the next buy round of TyLoo, then I think they will be rising very quickly in confidence. Yeah,
it's definitely looking really good at the moment for Renegades, but as mentioned, TyLoo back on the full buy. Still not seeing the double up from TyLoo, so just Excurate who's all pink. We have seen him move around between A and B, so I wonder if that will be something that we'll continue to see. And in fact, where is he? Yes, okay, he's still middle there with the AWP. So Renegades will a lot of space to play with. Nothing doing here for TyLoo on that banana area for now. Renegades fast into the apartments as well, and it shouldn't be too difficult to take away top middle or banana. To be honest, pretty much everything on the map is offered up because TyLoo are playing so passively. So Renegades have lots of options with this round, and perhaps it is just TyLoo saying, you know what, we just want to see what happens if we play really passively. Is that going to be something that could be successful? Because Excurate previously was on quad, now he's on arch with that AWP. Small change, but maybe it will be effective.
JKS delivering the smoke we often see from bolts. Can get some 1v1 situations. The wall of smoke, in fact, this has been very common this week. And JKS may go for a late play into the A bomb site to sell a fake. He's still top mid as well. The bomb's been left in a banana. 45 seconds left, and Azza is coming to join these players on A, it seems. Perhaps some flashbangs to be deployed. No. Okay, so we have that establishment of space towards B. People keep doing this against TyLoo, but they never believe it. Bentep's already halfway towards the A bomb site. They just aren't really persuaded by that late presence towards the B bomb site. So they're quickly gonna have 4 people on this A site, TyLoo.
Yeah, they put this well. Captain low. Oh, they line up for the spray is good. That alleviates some pressure for DD, but now down to Excurate with the AWP. He's got to deliver massively for the team, and that's exactly what he does. One more player to go. Excurate cannot get it done though. JKS, 5 seconds to plant the bomb. I don't think he has time. This is close. Oh my god, that was so close. And one more player to go. Somebody knows exactly where he is. Crouch peeking in, pre-firing the position. How does JKS survive this? He needs an instant headshot. So much pressure on him in this instance, and somebody nails it. That's the round for TyLoo. That's 15 for TyLoo.
TyLoo seem almost immune to fakes on Inferno. Time and time again, we've seen teams have that late presence towards the B bomb site, and they just don't rotate people towards B. They just don't believe it. It seems telegraphed to them, and that's put him in a strong position to win this match. Renegades have the money, however. If Renegades win this round, this thing, it's not over for Renegades. If Renegades win this round, only one person survived for TyLoo. If they can eliminate all the TyLoo plays, they've got no money. Their loss bonus is in the toilet, and Renegades can catch up quickly, and it will only be a very few rounds between these two teams. So again, it's something positive to focus on. They've won the round, we're against match point, but if we break them, we can take it to overtime.
Yeah, and it must be so frustrating for Renegades. He must be thinking, like, why didn't they buy the fake? You know, like, what does it take?
A very small thing. You saw Nifty, he threw the smoke at his feet, but I think when TyLoo were in that situation, they would throw the smoke further to the left so there's a gap they can look through in that situation on Banana. But here we are, Renegades with control of top mid, so they've got a lot of map control early.
Yeah, going for the play down arch. There's a defensive smoke from DD to play with. That's a smart move. That will slow things down, but he's going to be so cautious. They will tag him up through the smoke. And that doesn't really cost them anything to do that. So a big risk taken by DD does not pay off at all for TyLoo. And now they're isolated on that A bomb side and on the B bomb side. Renegades have a lot of options. They can wrap A, they can split B, all kinds of stuff. But Xcurate is going to put a bullet in the chest of Azza. And now he has to do it by himself. How does he get out of this situation? He's going to be flanked as well. And there it is.
Bentet and somebody, and now it's their turn to take a decision, and it's a 2 versus 3, not even a 3 versus 3, as we saw in the first half when Renegades were in a similar scenario. TyLoo, do they feel like everything is likely to be lost and they have to push? Somebody has a kit, Bentet does not. And it seems they will contain from this position, perhaps try to pick up an AK and AWP towards the end of the round.
No money, James. It's so... They can't go for this.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to pick up a sniper or something along those lines.
I'm trying to think. I think the AWP is towards quads. Yeah, that's where Xcurate died, so they can't really go that deep. Oh dear, this is a big opportunity now for Renegades. This is going down to the wire, isn't it? It just has to. Unless something crazy, something ridiculous happens, this should really go down to the wire.
So you saw Jacob turn there because he heard the tagging of his teammate clipping a player. It's like, okay, somebody's in this smoke. We saw 3 smokes on Arch. From the Arch itself to Library, the entire place was covered in smoke at part of that round. Almost all the smoke that you saw from short just moved over to long.
I still really want to see somebody playing Banana with an AWP. The aggressive Banana presence has been missing for TyLoo in these buy rounds completely. And I think that giving all that space for free to Renegades has given them an easier situation than otherwise they may have.
Well, what's scary now is that when they come back to their next full buy, if they choose to do that, the score will be so close that it's like, do they want to take that kind of risk that late in the game where they could give up a one-man advantage? You've got to be really confident in your play and have the presence of mind to do what you think the right play is, even at that stage. Again, Renegades offering something towards B, but then focusing back towards the A side. You see the shoulder peek there. Now, what do? They've only seen one player, TyLoo, and Renegades know that as well, but they will continue with their plan.
Yeah, this is just a standard anti-eco to wrap the A-bomb side. Oh, nice peaks coming in. My God, they picked up two rifles now. This is a huge issue. 3 versus 4 for Renegades, and players dwindling now for both sides. Azza shot by the smoke. Now JKS has to save this. They could be eliminated this way, James. TyLoo, 3 versus 1 after plant.
Somebody still has a kit from the previous round, moving into, well, I was going to say the short position. He was heard rotating, but he's going into apartments. JKS, how does he not get traded here? Whizzing past his head are the bullets through the smoke. Somebody is the high ground going to do this for his team. JKS finally gets a tap, but he can't get the round, and it will be TyLoo 16-10 over Renegades.
Oh my God.
Didn't have all the tools in the world, but they still won the round and the match. And Renegades have been eliminated from this major.
Not like this. So many rounds just going pear-shaped for Renegades. It's so difficult. It's like so hard to be eliminated from the tournament at this stage for them, and then also in the fashion that they did. Oh my God. I mean, that was an anti-eco. It looked pretty normal, pretty standard, you know, go for the A-Rap, and they just got wrecked by the pistols.
Yeah, they